A handful of astrologers are seeing this upcoming new moon as a challenging time. And while I do acknowledge that the second half of July, there might be some challenges arising, what's really important here is that we are being catapulted into a time of new beginnings and huge opportunities for growth and transformation. So if you've been waiting to step into your new, improved self, this is the time to do it. Hello, my loves. Welcome back to my channel. There are a lot more of us lately, so I'd like to say hello. Thank you for joining our community. My name is Leora Alexandra. Welcome to the Bee community. We used to be called the Baby Elephant community. Now we are the BEB community, as in just bee. And a couple times a month, I like to share new moon and full moon energy readings in which I check into the collective consciousness, what we're all kind of going through. And I weave that in with astrology and with oracle card pullings. And I come up with this blueprint that helps us, that guides us through the energy so that we can navigate it as gracefully as possible. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you the new moon energy, the themes that we're being offered, what's supported during this time, what we need to kind of be cautious about. And I'm going to end it with a few journaling prompts that are going to help you set your intentions and manifest, of course, with this new moon. So new moons, as we know, are a time for manifestation, for seeding our seeds into the dark, fertile soil that is the fabric of reality. We do this especially on the new moon and the 2 days after the new moon, when a crescent peeks out from the sky and joins the sparkling stars. This is a time to think our happiest thoughts, knowing that the heavens are listening, the heavens are even more open than usual, that the sky is fertile for your intentions. In Judaism, and I'm sure in many other cultures and religions, we celebrate something called Rosh Chodesh. Since we use the lunar calendar, this is considered the head of the month. It coincides with the new moon, and it's especially in those 2 days after the new moon when we do have that slither in the sky that represents new opportunities. So Rosh Chodesh, like every new moon, does represent new beginnings, renewal, opportunities. And I think that it's so beautiful that as spiritual beings, as humans, we get this chance to get a fresh start on a monthly basis, just like the rest of nature. And I feel that it's interesting that it usually comes right when we need one. Rosh Chodesh is seen as a feminine celebration. It's a time for connecting with feminine energy. And since the moon is feminine, and so is Cancer, the sign that it's in, this is a time for us all to connect with our innate feminine energy, despite or regardless of our sexuality and gender. So this new moon is on July 17th at 11:32 a.m. Pacific, I believe, which means you can do your new moon manifestations on the 17th and a couple days after, all the way up to the 19th or the 20th. So as we know, new moons are new beginnings, and we're getting a very specific new beginning this month. It's a new beginning when it comes to home and family life, as we are in Cancer season still, and this is a Cancer new moon. And when the moon is in its home sign of Cancer, we do get a little bit more of an emotional, watery, intense energy, a little bit more intense than the usual chill and uplifting energy of most new moons. Cancer is emotional, it's feminine, it's intuitive, it's sensitive, and you can expect that these emotions will be intensified in the time around the new moon, so starting right around the 15th. So really check in with your emotions during this time and see how you're feeling. I recommend journaling about your feelings, noticing any triggers that come up, especially around home and family life, and kind of working through those things when they're being presented to you. The specific new moon is bringing us this heightened intuition. It's bringing us a lot of deep emotions and a big focus on our home life and our family life. You might feel a pull toward nurturing your loved ones or being more with your family or your chosen family, the people that feel like family, but also on your personal goals and career. It's a really good time to revisit your intentions, goals, and manifestations for the next 6 months. It's also an excellent time for gathering this new moon. So if you have some sort of event going on, this is really powerful. I'm going to be meeting with a hiking group around the new moon, so I'm excited for that. And I'm also hosting a new moon manifestation ceremony. We're going to reflect on the past year so far, what we've experienced, what has come up for us. And we're also going to set our intentions, goals, and manifestations for the rest of the year. We're going to feed those thought forms, making sure we're nourishing them, not neglecting them, so they can be manifested. It's so important to check in with your goals periodically, feed your thought forms, even if you haven't been working on them for a while. As long as you give them energy to bring them to life, to make them more physical, right? Through our energy and attention. Manifesting with our community always it enhances your manifestation abilities. It creates this really powerful vortex, this portal. We have the power in our combined intention. So if you're feeling called to join your community in our manifestation mid-year check-in ceremony, it's going to be really beautiful. We're going to finish with a sound bath and guided visualization meditation. We're going to journal, we're going to meditate, we're going to laugh together, cry together, all the good stuff. All the early bird tickets are already sold out. The people who are on my email list always get a heads up first, so they get first access to early bird, but there are general admission tickets still left. I'll leave that down below for you. I hope to see you there, my love. So we're going to be feeling a pull toward nurturing our loved ones and our personal goals and our careers. There is a challenge that we're going to be presented with. From what I'm seeing, it's going to start with a new moon and extend to the rest of the week. But the cosmos are asking us to channel this intuitive, caring, intentional energy into our work life, into shaping our identity with more compassion. So this challenge that we're being presented with, the way that we're going to handle it is through intuition. It's going to be much less about rationality, what everybody else is doing, and more about what you feel inside when you remove the fear and just go deep down into, what is my heart telling me? What is the deep self whispering, right? You're going to be feeling things a lot more deeply. So that's going to give you a lot of clarity on how to navigate certain things in your life through your intuition. We're being asked right now to truly feel, why are we doing what we're doing? Why are we making the decisions we're making? Where is it coming from? We're being called to trust our intuition about how we're feeling about certain things and what it's telling us, what the deep self is telling us. You might experience a desire to speak up, to be bolder, even a bit more dramatic and expressive. We do have a lot of Leo energy. This is good. This is supported. Speak up for yourself, but always from the heart, just like a Leo would, right? We also have a new cycle starting right around this time, a transformation in your living situation that might initially bring some sort of challenge, some sort of discomfort. Maybe it's, moving will be a little bit difficult, or maybe something new is coming. Let's say a baby is coming into the home, or a new puppy, or a roommate, or you're moving somewhere else. Something is changing in your living situation, and at first it's going to present challenges, a reorientation of where to maybe allocate your resources and your responsibilities. But this change in the long run really will be for the best. It's going to set you up for your future. This is a good change. So even if it's challenging a little bit, even if some things come up, remember this is all a game, and breathe through it, smile through it, and just try to find the joy in the changes. Try to find the flow instead of the resistance, right? It's ushering in something that's going to shape your future for the better. And you might feel a sort of sense of urgency around this, a sense of wanting it to just happen already. I want things to just fall into place already. But we're being asked to be patient, to slow down, to even focus elsewhere for now, and allow the universe to kind of take care of this. Let everything fall into place on its own time, in divine timing. This is really a feeling of quality over quantity. Let it come. That's the message. Let it happen. Let it fall into place. Let it come. So this new moon, thanks to Saturn retrograde, is giving us an opportunity to revisit the past, to question the structures that we currently have in place in our lives right now, especially in regard to routines or to responsibilities and to the way that you've been doing things. It's a time to question, well, is this serving me? Am I ready for something new? Am I bringing this into the future with me? It's really time to put our big kid shoes on and to make decisions. You might have been feeling kind of wary or ambivalent about how you want to move forward with something that's really big and really important for you. You kind of just have to choose something, because it's almost like the future is so murky and it's causing some anxiety for you. And so you're not sure, do I go this way or this way or this way? And it feels like there's so many possibilities. And what if you choose this one and you end up being wrong? And because you've been thinking about it this way, you've kind of been frozen in place. So you've caused stagnancy, and this stagnancy has been happening for a while now, probably 4 to 6 months, and you've just been frozen in place. And it's because you haven't wanted to make a decision, because you know that your future is in your hands. And if you make this decision, you're choosing a timeline. It's time to choose a timeline. No matter where you go, everything will be okay. Everything is going to happen exactly the way that the divine wills it. You have nothing to be afraid of. Let go. Choose. Go forward bravely. Fortune favors the bold. So be bold and make a decision and stop waiting for somebody else to make it for you. Now, like I was saying, the week following the new moon is seen as difficult by some astrologers, but I personally see it as a positive week, even though we might have some turbulence. There's a potential for profound positive transformation here, especially if you tap into your subconscious mind and receive messages. So I want you to pay attention to your dreams during this week. See what messages and lessons you can learn in the astral realm so that you don't have to learn them in a difficult way in the physical reality. July in general is asking us to step into our power, to assert our individuality, to make choices. Like I was saying, put your big kid shoes on and to embark on new journeys. So I feel that it's a very positive energy, even if it might be challenging. And especially if it's a little bit scary, that's okay. Remember, that's a lot more fun to go through life with your hands up in the air, screaming along with the ride rather than gritting against everything and resisting it, right? So let go. Let go with me right now. Shake it up a little bit. We're gonna make decisions and it's gonna be beautiful, and we are guided and we are protected, and everything is okay in the end, always. So the themes that I'm picking up on, we have transformation in home and family life. We have a lot of intuitive, psychic creativity. So you're going to be receiving a lot of intuitive insights, magic, flow. Trust your intuition. Connect with the great mystery. Spend some time in meditation or in nature. The next theme is community and communication. It's really positive right now to get together in communication. Please join us in our ceremony if you're feeling called. Or, I'm joining a community hike around this time. So do something like that. Be in community. You're going to feel really energized by this. And then lastly is feminine energy. This is a time of heightened feminine energy. So do things that nourish that side of you. Luxurious baths, self-care, cooking, being home, connecting with nature, creativity. Create something. If you're trying to create a baby, it's a really good time to do that. So what's encouraged is creating a cozy space for yourself to rest and chill, or maybe be with some friends at home. Earthing, grounding, being in nature, leaning into your intuition and using it as a guiding force, especially in your professional life right now. Embrace changes, because changes are coming, changes are incoming. Let's embrace them and prioritize your self-care and ensure that your needs are being met. You want to be there for others. Just make sure that your cup is full as well. So things to be cautious about is being a little bit too flighty, a little bit too head in the clouds, grounding yourself in some dirt on nature. Being in nature is going to help with that. Also be cautious to not make decisions from fear. Make your decisions from an open mind and an open heart. This will influence your future really positively. Now I want to share 4 journaling prompts with you. I'll write these in the description below as well. Number 1, what has my intuition been telling me? Number 2, what changes am I experiencing in my home or family life? How can I embrace these transformations and see them as opportunities for growth? Number 3, how can I dedicate some time to self-care and feminine energy this new moon? Number 4, are there areas where I need to set better boundaries or devote more time to my own needs? All right, my loves, in essence, this new moon in Cancer brings us a big opportunity for growth, to redefine our home life, our community, and our professional identities as well. It's about merging the intuitive and the emotional with the practical, juggling self-care and also service to others, and understanding that our personal evolution doesn't exist separate from our collective growth. We are one. Thank you for watching. I love you so much. If you want to join the new moon ceremony, the link is down below. And please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. I will come back with many more videos for the rest of the month. hopefully. Thank you for spending time with me. And until next time, keep your vibrations way, way, way up. Bye.